This game and the streaming broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the North Catholic Sports Network audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited.
Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barth and Graham Court on the campus of North Catholic High School for this exciting Class 2A matchup between the Montour Spartans and your North Catholic Trojans. We are proud to be broadcasting this game to you live on the North Catholic Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. My name is Alex Brown alongside Ryan Berry for this matchup this evening. The Trojans come into this contest 3-1 on the year with some impressive wins on the season thus far, including a win against Osh last week that was absolutely dominant. They've also beaten Deer Lakes and Beaver County Christian to go with that, including a tough, close 5-set match loss to Ambridge just 2 weeks ago. And North Catholic coming into this matchup is the 5-ranked team in the Whippy on the last coaches poll that was released yesterday. Guess who was number 6, Ryan?
Montour.
It's Montour. So, Ryan, what are you looking to see in this matchup? Because this is a big one in terms of section play.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really good match, I think. I mean, both teams haven't seen each other this year, so a little bit first set's going to be feeling out at the beginning, but I really think once teams settle in, it's going to be a big firepower because both teams are going to play to their strengths. Montour's strength is their middle hitters. They're really going to rely on their middle hitters, 2 seniors, and Bryce Lozanich and Owen Owasso. They're both really, really dominant, who could really make an impact on the game, and that's what they'll rely on most of their offense. They have good outside hitters, but they really get most of their offense from the middle hitters. Meanwhile, North Catholic gets a lot of offense from the outside hitters, and Lucas Gunther, Drew Palmer, and others. So the middle hitters for North are going to have to be really, really good defensively to stop Montour's attack. If they can do that, I can see North getting a win here today.
Well said, and we'll see what happens. We'll have all the action for you between the Spartans and the Trojans after the national anthem, and each team's starting lineups coming up next.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to North Catholic High School. Tonight, the North Catholic Trojans welcome the Montour Spartans. North Catholic and the Whitfield promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the gymnasium. Will everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem? Montour Spartans. Number 1, Brandon Schmack. Number 2, Nick Burrick. Number 3, Jackson Camp. Number 4, Brady Blessing. Number 13, Owen Wassel. Number 15, Luke Diversity. Number 19, Dylan Huff. Number 20, Austin Bigger. Number 21, Colin Dance. Number 23, Bryce Rosette. Number 31, Cole Frischman. Led by head coach Nolan Lasoda and assistant coaches Nick Nazak and Lorenzo Lizio. All right, now for your North Catholic Trojans. Versus sophomore defensive specialist number 22, Josh Schneider. Sophomore libero number 17, Evan Camille. The sophomore outside hitter number 18, Drew Palmer. The junior D-spec number 9, Liam Cook. The junior middle hitter number 24, Trey Bernstein. The junior right side hitter number 11, Nate Ball. The junior outside hitter number 6, Lucas Gunther. The junior 7, number 13, Ro Alessandro. And middle hitter senior number 8, Luke Ball. Trojans are led by head coach Casey Ball and assistant Rick Ward.
And folks, we're ready to go.
Always forget in volleyball that they shake hands before the game.
That's right.
Don't say that in another sport, but it's interesting.
It is. It is interesting.
But this should be a really good matchup. As I said, teams going to feel each other out to begin, but then they're going to keep rolling. And I think it's really going to be an offensive firepower. And I think, as I said before, the middles hitters for Montour are going to be their strengths. They're going to rely on them to get a lot of points. And the outside hitters, maybe they get their spotlight tonight if North really tries to take away the middle hitters. But for North, it's going to be those outside hitters that are really going to be the main focus of scoring, while the middle hitters will be focusing on defense for the majority of the night, stopping those really, really two good middles for Montour and Owen Wassel and Bryce Zanich.
You talked about the importance of Lucas Gunther tonight. That's going to be a key for North Catholic. He had 31 kills in the game against Ambridge 2 weeks ago, which went to 5 sets. And he was their main offensive source in that. Drew Palmer this year has been fantastic as well, the sophomore number 18. And he is tall. I swear he grows every day.
Yeah, he feels like it.
He tells sorry about that, right?
Go ahead.
He tells his friend Rocco every day, because I hear about the stories about him in our sports management class. Mr. Hoffman, he tells his friend Rocco every day, either I'm getting taller or you're getting shorter. Because it feels like that every day. You're looking up at him.
And North Catholic lost 2 really, really crucial pieces of this team.
Absolutely, you're right.
And even more than just 2, in Andrew Eubinger and Aiden Ward. So it's been tough replacing them at the start of this season, but they're filling in nicely. I mean, Camille's taken over the libero spot.
Yes.
And Lucas Gunther has really taken the brunt of that offensive firepower for North Catholic. So, and they've developed, it seems like, a different persona this year as well. And I'll mention that more in the first time outbreak. But we're ready to get going here, Alex.
Here
First
we go.
volleyball broadcast of the year.
It's our pleasure to introduce these guys to you today. As we're underway, Nate Ball with the serve. Montour smacks it across, but it's blocked by Luke Ball. Early 1-0 for North Catholic.
And just as I mentioned, those middle hitters are going to have to be key for North, and right there, right off the bat.
You call that absolutely.
Luke Ball with a huge block to get North Catholic the opening point in this one.
Luke Ball, good serve there. It was hit over by Bryce Lazech. And now hit back over. Jason Camp across. Butler got it down off the tip.
Lucas Gunther is going to be the offensive firepower in this game. He's had a lot of kills. Up around 30 against Ambridge, I believe. Was the
31.
31 against Ambridge. I mean, you're going to be hearing his name a lot, and the word kill after it.
Absolutely. It takes some pressure off of Drew Palmer, too, as he got that nice play there. Hit back over and down. Bryce Lazanich.
That's a really good play there for Bryce Lanich. The block was coming up. Instead of hitting it hard, he hit it lightly over the block, over Nate Ball's head, who thought it was going out of bounds, and it lands just inside the line to give Montour the first point of the night.
Tremendous player from Montour, as Montour won the 2A championship last year in the Whippeal over Olsh.
Yep, but they lost some of their key pieces as well, as this serve goes way out, and will give North Catholic 3-1 lead, but they've replaced them well. Bryce Lazanich, who just had that serve and also that kill, and Owen Wasso have really taken over, those two middle hitters, and they've got a good squad this year again.
Drew Palmer with the serve for North Catholic. It's over and it's good. Lazanich hit across, tipped over. Rowe keeps it alive. Back over, it's kept alive by Camp. Camp, no, he couldn't do it. Miscommunication.
Great play there by Lucas Gunther to be able to dig that spike there by Montour. Able to get it over, and they were a little bit frazzled, a little bit out of sync, and just hit it up into the net on their third hit. North Catholic 4-1 lead here early.
Camp and Stahersky got caught in a miscommunication there. Palmer the serve. Zanch, nice play there again by Montour, and it's off.
Yeah, but really good play to keep that alive. But that serve by Drew Palmer there was just clinical all the way across. Perfect right where the Montour was, and they're trying to adjust to it now. But that was just an absolute killer of a serve there by Drew Palmer.
Same spot, Lazanich gets it. Stahersky up, down, and it's blocked. Wassel denied.
Luke Ball is second block of the game, and it's a big one. It gets a point for North Catholic, 6-1 here early.
Palmer looking to continue. That's a good one. Camp, Stahersky, across, tipped, kept alive by Palmer. That was Nick Burke. Now Gunther had it blocked, kept alive by Palmer on the North Catholic side. Now ball into the net.
And that's a good recovery for North Catholic. Even though they didn't get the point there, they were able to recover off the Gunther's spike that was blocked to be able to get another good look. Unfortunately, went in the net, and Montour gets their second point here. As number 4, Braden Vlasic, a freshman, D-spec, comes in to serve.
Impressive for the freshman to be able to get in on this talented team.
Yep, and he's playing a good role, and it's one of the most important roles, the defensive specialist. As was that Rosario Alessandro, the setter for North Catholic, was able to win that battle up at the net and get North Catholic another point. But I'm saying it's impressive for a freshman in Bladen Vlasic to play this many varsity minutes, and he's one of the smaller players, but he's playing one of the bigger roles, a defensive specialist. As there's a net violation there, Montour would have been a kill, and the point goes to North Catholic.
And especially, it's so tough in these kinds of section matchups where you have such a tight margin of error in so many of these sets, and it's tough to give away points like that. And that one's out. That was not Stahersky, that was Owen Wassel, senior hitter, middle hitter, and that went out.
The score was messed up. It should be 9-2. There we go. As Montour,
that's correct.
They're getting some good looks, and they're either getting blocked or going out. And that was really big for Luke Ball to get those blocks early. He's let Montour try to hit it around them, and now they're hitting out of bounds on 2 serves now. Just a little bit of break here, trying to figure out the score.
Trying to figure out the official score.
It is the correct score.
North Catholic will keep a serve here. And we'll have a timeout. As we try to figure out what the actual score is, it is 9-2.
Is it an official
think
timeout, or was it a team timeout?
I don't know if that's it's either Montour or it's an official's timeout.
If I was Montour, I would take it in timeout. They might have caught a break here with it being, because it looks like they're trying to figure out the score. I mean, it's right. It was 9-2, but they just want to make sure.
And they're doing a lot of that. They have to keep the score. They have to try to keep stats over
Yeah.
there on the bench too. So they, the scorer's desk, I should say. So they do have their hands full over on that side. The Pittsburgh Penguins tonight, Ryan, are playing in a big matchup. 7:30 start for the fan appreciation night against the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks shouldn't want to win this game, right?
They should. I mean, they're right there
Neither should the
getting
Blue
ready to
Jackets.
get Connor Bedard. I mean, who will be, many say, I'm not going to guarantee it, but who many look to see the next generation of talent. And maybe he'll have more success than Connor McDavid and actually win a Stanley Cup, but we'll see.
Maybe. I hope McDavid never wins a cup. Unless he comes to the
That would be
Penguins.
hilarious.
Unless he comes to the Penguins.
If he can, yeah.
Camille. Lazanich got over by Stahersky. Nice play by Evan Camille to keep it alive. Now Rowe over to Gunther. That's going to be a kill. (10-2) North Catholic. Evan Camille gets another try. Good serve. Stahersky. Now Wassel. That's in. Owen Wassel. Right down the pipe. Now for the serve for the Spartans, it'll be Jackson Camp, the junior. And Libero. Oh, and Gunther! It came right back at him, though. Lazanich kept it alive. Now Rowe, that's batted up in the air by Snidich. Snidich again. Kept alive by Nate Ball. Alessandro, Gunther. Good touch, kept alive by Starsky. Now Gunther again. Camp keeps it alive. Good rally here between the two teams. Alessandro personally now. That's kept alive by Snidich. Camp gets it up. Palmer. Alessandro. Gunther. Oh, it's out.
But finally, we got a good rally back and forth here. I was waiting for it, and they finally got it here. And
Oh,
now-
it's a net violation on Montour.
And you can see Gunther hitting the net as like he thought it was a net violation. And they give it to North, and that was a really, really good hard-earned point for Montour that they lose off of their second net violation here.
And both would have been points for them. Oh, and not a good set. Montour gave a good effort, but it's going to be North Catholic point.
And I can see a timeout coming soon. It's 12-3 already in this one.
Back for the servers are Alessandro, fresh off a haircut over break. Looking good. Starsky. Now Wassel, kept alive by Alessandro, goes over towards the bench. And out of play, it'll be a kill.
And yeah, speaking of that, I didn't see, or I didn't recognize that when I saw him at school
I
today.
didn't-
Absolutely crazy.
You guys, summer cut, as it feels like summer out today and the next couple days.
It feels real nice out. Coming to school today, I was like, oh, it's almost the end of the year. Still got 9 weeks to go, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Alessandro, great effort to keep it alive, and it goes over. And now tipped over. Nicely done by Bryce Lazanich.
Bryce Lazanich, she's finally trying to take control now. A couple straight points from Montour, and that's big for them as North Catholic was up 12-3 with Bryce Lazanich. If they were going to come back in this set, he's got to take control. And that one, the line judge had ruled that one out, but the judge changes, or the referee changes it to in. It is Montour's point.
Marco Perry down there. Pulling down the fort.
Oh, and that is just
That's nasty.
third kill for Lucas Gunther, and that one was the best of the three. Absolute rocket off the hand of Gunther there.
And way to get the point right back. Gunther. Off the palm of his hand, and it went out. Now Luke Stahersky, 6'1" junior for the Spartans. Gets a nice hit over. Evan Camille. Now Alessandro. Back behind him, it's Nate Ball. Nate Ball and a tip right back, and it goes down. Braden Snidich.
Yep, Braden Snydak there with a really, really good play.
Dak. There we go.
And Montour trying to get some momentum, and it is just
Stifled. Drew Palmer.
Drew Palmer's first kill, and it's one of his first touches, and that is a big one. As last year we saw a little bit of him coming on in his freshman year, but now his sophomore year, as they lost Uvinger, as they lost Dylan Lewis, as they don't have Ammerman anymore, he's really had to step in a big role, and he has converted
Absolutely.
so far this season. North Catholic, I mean, the more they gel, the better they're going to get this year. It's going to be fun to watch.
Liam Cook there on the serve. It was a good one. Liam makes a nice play there as Lazanich hit it over. Now it's a kill. Braden Snydak.
You see, go back to serve, and it's always fun to watch the players just have big kills go back to serve the next time. It's like you got so much adrenaline from that big serve, hitting as hard as you can. Now you got to go and put some touch on the ball. And it's always tough and sometimes to hit it out, but that was a beauty of a serve there.
Oh, great play by Alessandro. Two great plays, quick reflexes, and now Palmer gets it over. Snydak keeps it alive. Kicked, hit across, and it's blocked, but it's out.
He lost a shoe on the play as well to Luke Ball, but went up to try to block it again there, but goes out of bounds, and Montour's now only down 4 with a lot of momentum here. North Catholic's going to try to cling to that lead.
Nick Burrick, the senior, number 2, was right there on that far side. And there's another serve by Snydak, and that one's out.
That one was close, too.
That was close. It's tough to stay focused over there on that side. I think that would be a fun role to do, though.
No.
No?
I would hate to do that. I would be so nervous the entire time. Let's get a rally going here.
Down it goes. Braden Snydak, another kill.
I want to see back and forth rally. It's gotten a lot better as we've gone along, but I want to see one of those back and forth. Like, it's always fun to see those, and it gets a lot of energy in the gym. It's a little quiet here today.
We had one earlier that was called back because of the net violation at the end.
And yeah, take those 2 net violations away. The score is 13-13 right now.
That's right.
So this point's worth to North Catholic, and that one is way out.
That's the second time Bryce Lazanich has had a serving violation. He is too strong. Right back there. Now Drew Palmer for North Catholic. Gets a nice hit. Lazanich as it goes right through his fingers and out.
And that is Drew Palmer's second really, really good serve in this one. He's had, that first one when he went cross court resulted in a point off of 3. It's that one there was an ace.
Stahersky across. Burrick kept alive, but it's going to be a point North Catholic on a net violation. 18-11 Trojans.
Okay, so that one is net served by Palmer. It's not technically counted as an ace because it did touch the opponent, but I wish it did because that was a beauty of a serve. It's only counted as an ace when it goes directly and hits the court, untouched. But if I was the rules interpreter, I would count that as an ace because that was a beauty of a serve. Montour cut it to 15-11. It's momentum, and now North Catholic's got it up to 18-12. As freshman, Braden Lashes come back in, 5'6", freshman, D-spec.
Braden Velasic there with the serve. Right, oh, great set. Oh, and look, ball goes right into the net. Thank goodness we have you here, Ryan, to make our broadcast professional.
Yeah,
with those stats, those that information there on the scoring. That's fantastic. Another serve there by Vlasic, kept alive by Evan Camille. Now Alessandro right behind him. Luke Ball makes up for it, and that'll work. 19-13 North Catholic. Evan Camille. Montour gets it over. Owen Wassel was the last one to touch it. Now Lucas Gunther into the net. It will be Montour. Ball.
And that Drew Palmer serve I was discussing earlier, it just didn't sound right the way I was explaining it, so I looked it up just to make sure. And it's either if it touches the the floor on the opponent's side without being touched, or if it touches an opponent, and it's a pass is uncontrollable. Like it can't be played by another player. Like that one just went straight back at the wall. But if it's a pass that can be played, that doesn't count as an ace. But if it results in a point from an uncontrollable pass off a serve, then it does count as an ace. Or the other option is if it's serve that just goes straight to the ground without being touched. Just wanted to clear that up there.
There we go. So for Palmer, that'll be an ace on his last one, as he really is a talent. And it'll be great to have him here in the years to come as well. So you were talking earlier, Ryan, about how this team seems to have a new identity than last year's team.
Yeah, they do. I mean, last year's team was, just listen to Jim. It was very loud, very in-your-face, loose kind of.
Yeah.
And that was a good thing for that team because it's the way they played. They played off a lot of energy. This team still generates energy, but, they're a lot more laser focused, which I think suits this team really well. This year's team, because they lost some players. They lost 4, maybe even more. If I'm
You're right,
thinking
4
correctly,
players. If
4
you're
players
in that.
that really had an impact on last year's team. So it's a new team, new identity, and I really like the new identity. Laser focused. They get excited, but they don't get too in your face, and it's worked well for them so far. Because last year's team, even looking in warm-ups, they were playing classical music to kind of distract the opponent during their warm-ups, and they played just fun music. This year's music, the last 7 minutes of warm-ups, they play music. Just normal pump-up music for both teams, and just staying laser focused has been the theme for this year's team. And as Montour there gets another point, kind of dragged on there, but
That's fantastic. And you can see that in the way they play. They don't snipe at each other after a bad hit or bad serve. They laugh a lot on the bench, but they're laser focused on the court, as you said. It's a great group, and they support each other well. Kept alive by Wassel. Now across, that is out from Braden Snydak. Luke Stahersky was there on the set.
And we did an interview with Coach Ball about a week ago. That one's on the North Catholic Athletics podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or if you look it up on the North Catholic Athletics website. But she was talking about how this team is really together, and she doesn't know how it becomes, but some of these teams that she's had just are really together, and it's something that she's seen in this team, and it's a really good group, and that can really help them go far.
Luke Stahersky here on the serve. Kept alive by Evan Camille. Now Alessandro gets it over to Pernsley. Kept alive by Snydak. Now back across. Pernsley off his hands and it goes down. Colin Dance. And now Montour within 4, Ryan.
4 points now.
Stahersky, it just got over Alessandro, great play. Palmer keeps it alive, it got over. Oh, and a kill!
And you saw that coming the moment that ball came back over the net. They lined it up on a silver platter, and that's all they could really do is that serve. This was really lucky for Montour. It was a really good serve, but unlucky for North Catholic. Rowe kept it alive, but I think all they could do was try to get it over, and Montour was just there to slam it down as Lazanish here got another kill.
Palmer into the net. North Catholic up only by 2 now. Timeout. Trojans. As this has been a problem for North Catholic this year, it's not a problem for them getting the lead. It's a problem for them finishing out the sets. And that was a problem against Ambridge in a matchup in which they should have won. They had the 3rd set, the lead late in that. Ambridge was able to come back and won that pivotal 3rd set, giving them a 2-1 advantage. And then North Catholic was able to win that 4th set pretty easily. But then with that 5th set game, it was a tough one for North Catholic as they got down early. But if they have the lead most of the time, they're able to hold firm. But we'll see what happens here in the remainder of this set, if they can buckle down here at the end of set number 1. Luke Stahersky for the Spartans. We'll serve it. It's a good one. Palmer. Over to Alessandro right behind him. It's they ball, and it's blocked, and it goes in.
And Montour now all the energy on their side. They're down 1 after being down by 9 at one point. They set 12-3. They got all the momentum. North Catholic, a lot of the press race over there. They got to get their mojo back here. It'd be good to get a kill here by Palmer.
Gunther, that is Palmer, that's right. And they got it.
And that was big. Palmer, perfect timing there for a second kill.
Absolutely. Now serving specialist Liam Cook comes into the game for North Catholic. There's a serve. It's a good one. Now they're going to have to get it over here. It's a lob. Liam gets it. Alessandro. Palmer. Oh, and he got it. Oh, my goodness. Out with a touch by Drew Palmer. Cook here on the serve. Stahersky now. Lazanich had it blocked. Way out there. Lazanich has to hit it over. He does. Gunther one-handed. Oh, and it got over. Stahersky. Now Lazanich. Off the ball and it goes down.
That was what I've been waiting for. Back and forth with some really good plays. I mean, Gunther laying back there. I mean, he looks a little banged up, but laying back, falling backwards, and being able to one-hand that one all the way overhand. I mean, just unbelievable. But Montour, they kept strong there and had a really good play there to get the point.
And Drew Palmer the kill there for North Catholic.
They're 1 point away here. Match point.
Nate Ball. Alessandro got it down, and that's the end of set number 1. Oh no, it goes back. The side judge, Chris O'Malley, said it was in. The referee on the far side said it was out. We're still going.
There's only 2 points. This is a big swing point here.
Oh, nice play by Nate Ball. It got over. Gunther, Alessandro, Palmer, got it! The Trojans take set number 1. And that's big for North Catholic. Important game for both these teams as North Catholic is going to go embark on here in a tough stretch. They're on a 4-game road trip here after this one. And they're going to be playing some tough schools on that trip. They're going to play Hopewell on Thursday. And that's going to be a really tough matchup against one of the best players in the Whitfield over there, as is Bryce Lazanich here for Montour. And then they'll be playing Beaver County Christian, Seton LaSalle on this road trip as well. And it'll be a good test for North Catholic.
And if I'm marking it correctly, Drew Palmer, 4 kills. Lewis Gunther, 3. Luke Ball had 2 kills, along with his 2 blocks. Both his kills came off of those blocks.
That's good. It's a good start for North Catholic. And you called it, though. It's going to be through the middle.
Yeah, and then it's going to be North Catholic taking advantage when they get the looks on the outside, and so far they have.
The North Catholic team, it's a young team. You started off with 2 seniors on the starting 6. You had 2 seniors, you had 2 juniors, you had 2 sophomores. And that's something that not a lot of teams can match. And so it's a team that has some youth for the future as well. It's obviously not a sellout crowd here tonight, Ryan. And that's why we're talking a little bit softer at some points, because we can know the whole we're not broadcasting just for you guys, but the whole gym feels like we're broadcasting for it tonight.
I was talking before the broadcast even started, and I felt like I just had to pause for a second because it was so silent here. I felt like everyone could hear me. But we'll get some better crowds as the season rolls along. It's first day back from break. A lot of homework, especially ones who miss some days.
Absolutely. And what a beautiful day outside it is.
It is. Great day.
You were just in Florida this past week. Basking in the sun down in sunny Naples. But thank you for bringing the weather back with you.
I know, I came back. I mean, it's nice there in the 90 degrees in Naples, but something about this is like my favorite type of weather, like 65 to 70 with a little bit of a breeze. It just felt good walking in the school.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that better.
Was it too hot in Naples?
It wasn't too hot, but I definitely like this better.
Yeah. How's the water?
Surprisingly warm for this time of the year. Usually it's a bit colder, but let's get back to the volleyball.
You're thinking like 70s?
High 70s, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Let's get back to the volleyball here, Alex. Set 2 is about to go away. North Catholic up 1-0. Montour had a really, really bad start. Was down 12-3. The last one, they're going to have to get off to a much better start if they want a chance. But if they can play like they did towards the end of that set, I could see them getting out to an early lead here and carrying away. And I predict Montour will win this set.
Really?
I'll say.
Are you going to say right now?
I'll say 25-18 Montour.
Wow. 25. Let's write that down. Write that down so we have that. Luke Stahersky with the serve. Montour into the net. North Catholic gets her right back.
Hey, but I'm okay if that prediction isn't right.
And good serve there by Nate Ball. Stahersky across. Camp gets it over. Camille over to Alessandro. Over to Palmer. Kept alive by Montour. Camp to Steindack. Kept alive by Nate Ball from North Catholic side. Alessandro Palmer with a nice tip. Kept alive there by Camp across. Steindack kept alive by Nate Ball for North Catholic. Now Luke Ball with the hammer.
Luke Ball adds another kill. North Catholic starting off fast again, and they're having fun now. Lots of smiles there on North Catholic side.
Nate Ball. Oh, and he cut an ace! My goodness! On one that was scraping the rafters. Camp gets that one up. Stahersky back behind him. Kept alive by North Catholic. Alessandro across. Palmer! That was tipped! It was tipped, and they're gonna say Montour. It looked like it was tipped. Braden Steindack on the serve for Montour. Goes into the net. Camp will come back in to replace him. North Catholic gets it back. Drew Palmer here on the serve for North Catholic.
He's had some good serves so far today with an ace, and he's looking for another one here.
Kept alive there by Wassel. Now Camp across. Burke gets it over. Gunther keeps it alive for North Catholic. Set across. Now there's Gunther. Blocked. Call and dance. And now it's Bryce Lazanich here on the serve for the Spartans. North Catholic up 4-2. There's the serve. Palmer keeps it alive. Now Alessandro Luke Ball blocked. North Catholic point as it went out of bounds. Now Evan Camille in the serve for the Trojans. Gets it up, and it's a good one, right? Lazanich who keeps it alive. Stahersky across. Burke blocked by Alessandro. Now Gunther. Camp gets it. Stahersky across. Burke. And that's in. Great touch by senior Nick Burke. Back now will be Braden Vlasic. Vlasic, nice hit. Camille, high set. Oh, Alessandro sets it over to Gunther. Into the net. He was at a tough vantage point, though.
It was. And Montour, again, they've settled in a lot faster in this one, playing good defensively. It hasn't been a lot of rallies, though. It's kind of 1-2 over the net and then a point. I like to see some rallies here. Get some energy back in this gym. As that
Lucas Gunther.
I couldn't tell what side of the net that went down on, but it was down on Montour's side, and a kill there for Lucas Gunther. Number 4 for him, if I am calculating it correctly. Which you can never be too sure about. As we know through the basketball season, I've always seemed to be about a point off on at least one player.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about over here. That's a nice kill there from Montour. As this set's going to be a close one. At least that's what all indications say for now. Jackson Camp gets off a good serve. Evan Camille, Alessandro right behind him. Gunther, nice touch, and it falls.
Kill number 5 for Lucas Gunther.
Gunther on the serve. Camp, Stahersky. Now Snydak keeps it alive. Does North Catholic. Camille, Palmer, over it goes. Back the other way, Stahersky. Now Wassel off of Pernsley. Kept alive by Palmer. Alessandro got it over. Now Stahersky. Now Wassel got it.
Those middle hitters starting to come alive for Montour. I see that Ben Wassel there let out a huge scream after he got that point. Or Owen Wassel, rather. My apologies.
A ball tipped, kept alive by Wassel. Now Steindak. Kept alive by Lucas Gunther from North Catholic as he dug that one out. Now Palmer. Oh, it goes off the top. North Catholic point.
The 5th kill for Drew Palmer, if I am correct. Don't just say it every time. Just gonna.
I trust you, buddy. It's so tough to keep track. Who knows? For some of these. The unofficial official stats of the broadcast team over here. Liam Cook there with the serve, kept it alive. There by Lucas Gunther. Now Steindak. Gunther respawns again, and down it goes. Bryce Lazanich.
Bryce Lazanich, the middle hitters. Owen Wassel and Bryce Lazanich are coming alive for Montour. As right now it's a 1-point game. It's at about 2 points, 1 point so far on this one. And as I would say, these stats are officially unofficial. And they're only coming from North Catholic because there's no way I was going to try to do both teams. Maybe later in the season as I get
Later
more
in the
used
season,
to
we gotta
it.
get warmed up.
Didn't even do this last year. I should have been doing this last year.
Luke Ball rejected by Lazanich. As he's fired up. We're tied at 8. Stahersky into the net.
That's 2 serving errors for Stahersky so far in this one. Stahersky.
Serve here by Nate Ball, and it's in! Ace number 2! Nate Ball, back at it again. Good one. It's going to come right back over to Palmer. And now Alessandro got it down. Camp is going to be able to keep it alive. Get over by Lazanich. Now Alessandro. Palmer got it! Just like that, North Catholic with quick 3 points. They're up 11-8. And that serve just out from Nate Ball. There's the serve by Snydek. Alessandro over to Palmer. Rides the top of the net and in. That's a skipper.
Another kill there for Drew Palmer. And I cannot count these dashes enough, but he is up to 7.
And there's an ace. Drew Palmer with his second ace of the night.
North Catholic up 13-9.
Second time we've heard that score in a recent number of days. The Pirates home opener. And that goes down, Lucas Gunther.
As a Pitt fan, I really like hearing that score.
And yeah, as a Pitt fan too.
13-9.
And timeout Montour as North Catholic's up 14-9 here
To
in
that
set
reference,
number 2.
if you know, you know.
That's right. Pitt going to West Virginia this year for the second year in a row of the renewal of the Backyard Brawl.
And there's a lot of stoppages here in these volleyball games, and we can't always talk about what's going on because there's not enough time to fill it all. But we get to talk about a lot of different topics. I mean, last year, Alex loved talking about food.
I did.
And he didn't even bring it up today.
Nobody has any food.
Nobody has any.
But I'm serious right now, Ryan. We are the loudest ones talking right now, and if you can hear us right
I
now,
don't think one other person other than the coaches is talking.
I mean, you could put a child to sleep in here.
If I drop my pencil, I think the entire gym could hear it.
And hopefully as the year goes on, we get a bigger crowd here for these volleyball games. We've had some good student sections the past couple of weeks. Last week, right before break, we had a great one.
I know, the
during
one
that
game was
Olsh game.
broadcasted. We don't get
That's
a student
right.
section.
The great Chris Smith is here, though. Soccer player, senior for North Catholic, and he's showing his support for his buddies tonight. And Lazanich, right out the timeout, gets a nice point there for Montour as they're heading the right direction. Camille. Alessandro, now Gunther, got it!
There we go. Number 2 of this set, number 6. Total kills for Lucas Gunther. North Catholic on 5, 15-10.
Evan Camille now for the Trojans. Camp kept it alive. Now Pursley went up to get it. It was rejected by Stahersky. North Catholic gets it back on their side. Now Gunther.
Inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle, so they'll replay the point. Camille. Cross camp keeps it alive. Stahersky now tipped over. North Catholic stays with it. Now Gunther. Oh, that's not a double hit. Palmer, North Catholic regroups anyway. Gunther this time rejected by Wassel. Alessandro, now Purnsley gets it over. Lazanich got it up, but it's out.
And that might count as a kill there. Trey Prinsley, if that pass was deemed uncontrollable, which I think it will be. I'll mark it down. Mark it down.
We'll
Fifth
give one.
kill
That was a
for
great
Trey
play by
Prinsley.
Prinsley.
Yeah.
Into the net. North Catholic widens their lead.
They're really taking it to them in the last set. North Catholic built that big 9-point lead at the beginning. Now
That's
they're
right.
building in the middle, which is better. You like to see them build in the middle because it's harder to come back from. In the beginning, you can go in a couple rallies, but right now it's going to be real tough for Montour to come back from this one.
Gunther. Kill. North Catholic 10 to the last, 12 points.
Third for the set.
We were at 8-8 at one point in this set.
Yeah, man, has it a 7 for him total? Again,
Wow.
these stats are officially unofficial.
Wassel, that one sails out. Here we go, North Catholic. 19-10. Camp keeps that one alive. Cross to Hersky. Now blocked by Burke, was blocked, and it goes down. Alessandro. Now they got to finish the job. 20-10. North Catholic leads. Lazanich, Starsky, Wassel, blocked again! Alessandro! Dominance for North Catholic in the set, as they're up 21-10. Camille up. Push back across. Burrick gets it over. Gunther. Alessandro. Now Pernsley. He nails it!
Trey Pernsley coming alive these last few points. North Catholic's up 12.
Evan Camille with the serve for North Catholic. Kept alive by Burke. Stahersky back to Burke. It's blocked. Wassel played it back. Camp now. This one's got to go over from last section. It did. Oh, what a set by Alessandro. Gunther got it over. And now it's finished.
Net violation.
Again, net violation.
They were both going up to spike that one down. And they got, looks like Pernsley there on the net violation. But they're not too upset about that right now. Up 11. 3 points to the win. And surprisingly, no timeout. Called by Montour in this set.
This set might be out of reach.
They could have called one when it was getting out of hand. They have 2 per set.
Gunther! You gotta be kidding me!
And the energy and emotion that Montour was showing when they tied this one up at 8-8 is all gone. All gone.
23-11.
Oh, this? Just notice it now. This Montour jerseys are really, really nice. I like the color scheme.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more in the break.
And that one's a kill. Nick Burke delivers for Montour. 23-12. As Jackson Camp will be back here on the serve. Camp. Right to Camille. Set over to Gunther. Was blocked by Wassel. And it will be Montour point. Camp back for it again. Gunther. Alessandro. Across to Nate. Ball. Wassel, that's going to be a carry. Great job by Nate Ball. Would you consider that a kill?
I never know.
We'll write it down.
I got to research it more. I'll get.
Let's say it's 1.
We'll get the official stats after, so we can talk about it more next broadcast we do or the next podcast. So I'm sure we'll do it this week. Make sure to check it out.
That's right.
We do a lot of play interviews, and we should do a play interview this week.
We are. We are. We're going back in time a little bit in our North Catholic alumni chats, as we'll talk about that here in a second. Nate Ball. Last and that one will get down.
That's a really, really nice play there by Vlasic. He saw North Catholic was pulling in a little bit and just slightly set it to the back row, and they weren't there to get it.
Bryce Lazanich has been fantastic. Wassel, the serve. Oh, what a play by Nate Ball. That's insane. Camille, oh, and that one goes down.
That would have been sweet If they could have gone that one off of that play by Nate. Ball, but not to be. It's 8 points now, but North Catholic still just 1 point away from
They
taking
need to
set
finish
2
him
here.
off here, Ryan. They need to finish him off soon. Palmer, Alessandro, back over to Palmer. A nice touch. And it'll be North Catholic point, lane of violation. Set number 2 goes red. 2-0 North Catholic.
And my score prediction was almost right if I picked North Catholic to win.
You're right.
But it was
And that's a huge set there for North Catholic. Because now they were just one more to finish it off. They were in a similar situation last Tuesday against Olch, in which they won the first 2 sets. They ended up losing that third set and having to win it in 4. And that was a disappointment to the players for sure, as they're hoping to finish this one, no doubt, in this third set. As North Catholic hosts the defending 2A Whitfield champions here in Montour, the Pittsburgh Pirates are hosting the defending World Series champions in Houston. And they'll be at PNC Park, as they lost last night. But they're looking to resubmit their claim on home turf, as they're just 2-2 on the year. The Pirates are actually winning right now. They lost last night.
lost big last night.
Might have been 8-2 last night.
It
And
was.
now they're up 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
But
It's exciting
Alex,
to go
what
to
would you say Montour has to do coming in at the time? They lost 2 and they lost that one
interesting.
big. How do they get their energy back? They had some motor. They had some swagger at the beginning of that last set when it was 8-8. It was real close at the beginning. Then when Catholic pulled away, they lost all that. How do you get that back in an early season game like this? I mean, maybe that is a little bit effect of it. Early season, I mean, don't have as much urgency as you would later in the season, but it's still an important game against a section rival here. What do they do to get this momentum back? Or get any energy, basically.
try to get some momentum. And that could be a big kill. That could be an ace. Any play that's going to be able to get a little bit of a reaction from the bench and from the team, that can get the fire started for Montour. So they're going to need, not that they should play for fun, just for fun's sake in this last set, because they still have the ability to come back in this entire matchup, most certainly. But they're looking to have something here within the first 10 points of this set, which is going to be able to turn some momentum for them. And volleyball, it's a great conduit of momentum, because each point can sway the tide in terms of what side that momentum is going to be going on. So if you get a good streak going here from Montour, just 2, maybe 3 points in a row, then you're looking at a little momentum, and they can be able to carry that. And once they start going, then the pressure turns not from them, but towards North Catholic as the set moves along, if they keep it close or they're ahead. And then once you get into 4 sets, if it does, you're playing with house money. Pittsburgh Penguins with 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Oh, is that Lucas Gunther getting a stretch in? He is.
Looks like Evgeny Malkin in one of our city. I don't know if any of you guys have seen these clips, but for the games, he does the weirdest stretches laying down on the ice for the game. And that looks exactly what
right.
Lucas Gunther was just doing there.
Lucas feeling good, without a doubt. Ref is ID and everyone before we get started.
And Montour, they haven't gotten their first point yet. The key here, just start off a good note. Get the first point. They'll the first
Good
2
point.
sets, North Catholic gotten the first 2 points.
Great point. Is that Nate Ball back there? On the serve, it is for North Catholic. Nate Ball, powerful. Oh, it's in. Oh, they're gonna redo that call. I think that was in. That was right there. I don't fault Chris or Malley at all there.
It
on
was
that
close,
side.
but
I think that's it.
I think that one was out.
That was so close.
It was close, but I think it was out.
Palmer, it goes out. It'll be North Catholic point. Drew Palmer back on the serve.
But what's the point of having line judges if you're not going to use them?
You're right. Palmer, great serve. Another ace.
Mark it down. Number 3 for Drew Palmer.
Puts a great touch on that. Every time it goes across the net, it's normally a low serve. That one's a little bit higher than the last one. It goes to the opposite side. Now Burke gets it over. Nate Ball keeps it alive. Alessandro over to Gunther. Whistle blows. It'll be Montour point as they're going to see a carry called on North Catholic. And Coach Ball saying, are you going to call that both ways? As she knows that this is an important next 10 points here for North Catholic, because they need to get a little bit of a burst, because they don't do well when it comes to finishing off teams.
Yep.
And they really want to do it in 3 sets today, and that'll look great in the coaches' rankings next week. Oh, and it's
that one is
definitely
definitely
North Catholic point.
Hey, that one was in. The other one was out. That one was in. I mean, that's how it goes. I mean, that one was obvious, at least from my vantage point.
And off a Nate Ball and down. Owen Wassel. Now Jackson Camp for Montour. Into the net.
And this one is starting almost identical to the last one, just back and forth. Neither team pulling away, neither team getting much momentum. It's just kind of slow moving to start it off.
Alessandro gets a nice hit. And over, but out is Braden Snydak. I miss it. Now, Rosario Alessandro. And nice touch there by Owen Wassel. Montour point. As on that third hit, he's standing right on the North Catholic logo in the middle. Gets a nice hit off the tips of his fingers of his right hand. Goes right to the right side and down. Wassel there with the serve. Camille behind Alessandro, set it up to Gunther, who had it blocked, but it went out. 6-4 North Catholic leads. Gunther off some hands, and it goes out.
Beauty of a serve there. First ace of the night for Lucas Gunther.
Lucas Gunther now. Camp tipped over by Stahersky, and it falls. Seven, 5. North Catholic leads. Luke Stahersky. This guy's trying to get Montour going the other way. Palmer, nice touch. Stahersky keeps it up. Camp behind him. Snydak off the fingertips of Nate Ball, goes to Lucas Gunther. Alessandro across. Drew Palmer, nice touch. It stays up. The Palmer again. It was blocked.
I would like to see that one reset. I get the energy there, but reset that one, get a better look with 2 blockers going in. That's a high-risk play there. But the way he's been hitting it, I don't blame him for going for it, though.
Camille behind him. A ball kept alive by Stahersky. Camp. Now Snydek. Rosario fights that one off. Now Palmer got a nice hit. Stahersky over to Camp. Now Snydek, and he got it down. 7-7.
Montour again, getting those points, getting the momentum. Can they continue it? It's the beginning of sets. Last set we saw them, they got a little momentum early. Just couldn't carry it on. North Catholic went on a big run. Can Montour put their own run together and try to win a set? And they still haven't gotten a lead here in a long time. I don't even know if they got the first point in the set, but I don't know if they've had a lead other than that.
I don't believe so. North Catholic gets it right back. 8-7 as Liam Cook gets ready to serve. Oh, and that's a good one. Wassel. Now Snydek kept alive by Lucas Gunther nicely. Alessandro. Now Palmer kept alive by Alessandro, came right back at him. Palmer, they go over. It does, and it falls.
He was falling down there as he hit that one, hit the top of the net, just dropped down. No North Catholic player there to receive it. A really, really good play there by Colin Dance.
He's had a couple of those really good plays at the net in this one.
Dance, don't know how to pronounce that, but one of those is right.
Snydek, that one's out. And we had another 8-8 score. Remember that 8-8 score in the last set? It was 8-8 in this one as well. Now North Catholic leads 9-8. They ball with it. Gets a great serve off right behind him. That's in.
Montour keeping it close again, beginning the set. Can they string a run together? Yet to be answered here by Montour.
That's a good point. Can they do that? Great opportunity here with Bryce Lazanich. Serving.
Lazanich has had some serves that have gone out of bounds. Let's see if this was any different. Nope. Much better touch there on that one.
Luke Ball got it! Great kill by Luke Ball, 10-9. North Catholic leads as they prevent Montour from getting any more momentum than a singular point. Drew Palmer. Great serve, but it's just out. He loves that area right here.
He does. That one's just about a foot out.
Palmer. Alessandro. Oh, behind the back. Montour responded though. Now Gunther. Got it! Blistering!
Oh, you thought they deserved that point after that play by Rosario Alessandro. Over the shoulder. Lucas Gunther responds with another kill. Well, my counting's up to 9. My count might be wrong. Stats are officially unofficial.
Sounds like we're at like a horse race. Oh, and a big kill by Owen Wassel.
We gave some momentum, though. I mean,
are.
it hasn't been this close in the middle of the set.
You're
yet.
right. Nope.
And they're able to keep it close, but still, to win, they're going to need to go on a run at some point, and they're not going to like just trading points because you can't go momentum that way, especially when you're down 2-0.
Jackson Camp. Gets it off. Camille Alessandro. Now Pernsley. Tipped and out. North Catholic.
Little shot there by Trey Pernsley. Another kill for him.
How about Montour still cannot get string 2
Nope,
points
just
together.
back and forth. And they don't. It's not going to win them this set.
Alessandro got it over. Stahersky. Now Snydak kept alive by Pernsley. Now Gunther, kill shot. And he's feeling it. Alessandro here on the serve for North Catholic. That was kept alive by Snydak. He's got to hit it twice there as he gets it over. Twice in the 3 hits. Say another kill by Lucas Gunther.
And Montour didn't go on their own run, so North Catholic takes advantage and goes on a run of their own.
You don't want to be on the bad side of that Lucas Gunther kill. And that'll give you a brush burn. I mean, that is a powerful hit. We should bring the speedometer to one of the next games.
Radar gun.
It's not a is that
Speedometer is on a
that's
car.
in a car, isn't it? Yeah, we're not bringing a speedometer.
Timeout Montour, and this is a good place for it. It was needed. They're down 4, like 10 points away from sweeping it. Montour trying to get some mojo back. They couldn't go on a run of their own.
And North Catholic 4 points in a row there to put themselves up 15-11.
And Coach Ball has got to be stressing here. Put it away. It's almost they won the first 2 sets and lost the third.
You're right.
Put it away against a good team. Show that you're a great team. And sweep this sweat.
I like it.
Sweep the match, rather, I assume. Oh, he's
match,
yeah.
I believe Derry's the other team they play on their 4-game road trip. And we'll be back on the air in 2 weeks, Ryan, when Ambridge comes. And that will be a really exciting matchup. Ambridge right now, ranked number 1 in 2A.
Yeah, we were maybe going to announce a game this Thursday, but it got moved to an away game against Hopewell. And Hopewell has some good players.
They do.
They have one player, I can't remember his name, but he's been unbelievable his entire high school career.
You're right. I can't recall his name either. Oh, and Nate Bull. Oh, how about that?
I'd like to see a little bit more emotion there.
I know. I'm telling you right now, Nate Ball is one of the angriest volleyball players you'll ever see. He never compliments himself when he's out there. He never basks in the glory of his ace, as he's had 2 in this one, or to kill like that. He's as hard on himself as anybody is anywhere. Nice kill there by Owen Wassel for Montour Montour will get the ball. Down by 4. Wassel. Serve kept alive by Palmer. North Catholic as he dug that one out behind him. Alessandro is Nate Ball. Nice play there by Velasic to keep it up. Now, Lysanch got it over for Montour. Camille returned the favor. Now Lysanch got it!
Montour now. Get 2 points in a row. No, that's not even 2 points in a row, is it?
That is 2 points in a row. You're right.
It is, yeah.
Might be the first time this set. Wassel, nice serve. Palmer over to Alessandro. Behind him comes Gunther. Here he comes. Hey, nails it!
I don't even know what he's at now. I have so many check marks, I don't feel like counting them. He's up over 10 now. Definitely around 13, maybe? If I'm counting that correctly.
And that serve just out from Gunther.
We'll forget about that one.
I'm sure he will.
Hopefully pretty fast.
He's certainly done enough to make up for that. Luke Stahersky.
And I see what he's trying to do there. Trying to just slide in there and be a little sneaky. Just got away from him a little bit.
Palmer, nice touch. Stahersky keeps it up. I saw the same thing, too. Trying to thread the needle. And that one is out. Braden Snydak. The 5'10" outside hitter. Hit that one just out. 18-14. North Catholic leads. It will be an impressive resume booster, especially if they finish this one in this set. Great serve by Liam. It came right back at North Catholic. And now, oh, and Nate Ball threads the needle on top, skipping stones. Across the top of the net, North
Finally
Catholic.
drew a smile out of him there.
It did. Timeout. Montour. 19-14. Great night of volleyball here at Barth and Graham Court. We're thankful for you for joining us. As once we get into our spring sports season, Ryan, we start to tail off with our broadcasts. We don't have the ability to broadcast as many. Track and field, it'd be almost impossible to do. And then we have
Be a long broadcast.
It'd be a long broadcast. And then we have lacrosse. We'll probably do a lacrosse game or two as this game goes along. We'll probably do their senior nights. That is yet to be scheduled. We have at least probably 2 more boys volleyball broadcasts during the regular season. And we hope to do playoff ones as well. And boys baseball. Hopefully we're able to do a senior night matchup for them as well, and maybe even a playoff one. We'll see what happens. Liam Cook, a great serve once again. Snydak got over to Alessandro. Now Liam across to Nate Ball. Wassel. Stahersky, and to the net. It's Snydak. North Catholic up by 6. Liam Cook. He's on a 2-point serving streak. Nice serve again by Liam Cook.
Beauty.
And off an 8 ball now.
Much needed there from Montour, staying alive, down 5. 20-15 North Catholic, 5 points away from winning. Montour, can they finally string a run together? We'll see.
We're going to look to Braden Snyder to see. Good serve. Alessandro, what a set. Oh, Palmer nails it.
What a set.
That's incredible. No look. Behind the back. Perfect.
I don't know if he wants to. He never mentioned to me, but I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be able to be a setter in some type of college. Division.
You're right.
Division 3, maybe higher. I mean, he's had some marvelous sets tonight.
Bryce Lazanich with a powerful kill there.
Bryce Lazanich just showed a lot of flashes this one. So has other middle hitter Owen Wassel and some other players as well, but just hasn't been consistent enough in this one to let Montour go on any runs. They need run here to stay alive. Down 5. North Catholic 4 points away. North Catholic, there's so much explosive plays and just such good defense. And
that's a headsy play there. Great job by Owen Wassel. Caught North Catholic napping.
To be able to see that as it's going on, spot that, then execute it is just really, really impressive.
Absolutely right. That's incredible. Alessandro. Oh, great play by Camp to keep that one alive.
Here. Alessandro's feeling it right now.
They're setting across. North Catholic not getting good hits, but it did get over. Now Nate Ball, Alessandro, Drew Palmer off the hands of Colin Dance, and now gets over off of Camp. Alessandro Palmer into the net. They got it. A yellow card on Coach Ball.
I don't think was it on Coach Ball?
Yep. For unsportsmanlike.
I wasn't sure if it was on Palmer.
Well, she was fired up after that.
I couldn't. Palmer gets excited too. I couldn't tell if he got one, or I didn't know. I couldn't hear what he said. Did he say Coach Ball?
He did on North Catholic coach.
Or he didn't say Coach Ball, obviously. His probably doesn't know the name.
Like being called to the principal's office. North Catholic, another point there. She's fired up as her team is 3 points away from getting this. 2 points, I should say, 23-17. Drew Palmer on the serve.
Deion Horslight didn't award Montour a point, correct?
It did not.
Okay.
Just away from the play. Lazanich blocked. Luke Ball and Lucas Gunther were there. It gets over from Stahersky. Now Alessandra Luke Ball got it.
Luke Ball, he has had such an impressive day. Some big blocks that started off to get the momentum North Catholic to play over, and they have not looked back since. Luke Ball has had. He's one of my MVPs. I mean, it's a lot of them. But
We see in a second who your player of the game is.
Yeah.
And off a couple of hands, it goes down. North Catholic's point and North Catholic's game.
Off his head to end it. That's the one way to end it. And off his head into the net. North Catholic wins this one. And I'm going to give my player of the game now.
How do you give your player of the game?
Oh, this is a tough one. There's a lot of good ones, but you got to look to Drew Palmer.
I like that.
I give him my player of the game in this one. I mean, he could have given it to a lot of players. Lucas Gunther, Nate Ball, Luke Ball had such good days, but Drew Palmer came alive when North Catholic was kind of not even losing it, but when it looked like Montour maybe could go on a run. He came alive, got that big one there, like that big one there. Montour was going on a run. Drew Palmer came up, massive kill, and he's had a lot of those. And I don't have the totals, but if I had to guess, I'd say around 14 total kills for him. If my markings are near correct. Could be not. As I said before, these stats are officially unofficial, but he's in the double digits and he had a really good day, and I give him my player of the game. But there's a lot of people that could have received it. This one, Montour, they needed to rely on their middle hitters, and they played good, but North Catholic countered them really good defensively and took advantage offensively, did not allow Montour to go on any runs at all. And that's the story of the game. This one, North Catholic went on the runs. Montour didn't. North Catholic sweeps a really impressive win here. A
Absolutely.
Sweep, 3 sets to nothing. It's a statement win early on in the season here. They got a lot of season to go, but you got to give you confidence, got to give you momentum. It's a young team with only 2 seniors this year, Luke Ball and Rilla Alessandro, but this team's youth is really showing. They're really starting to gel and mold in their own here, and it's going to be a fun season.
Absolutely. What they lack in experience, they make up for in explosiveness. And that was certainly the case tonight. And Ryan, you called it from the get-go when you said it was going to be a matchup that was going to be driven through those middle hitters, and you called that perfectly in this game, and it certainly was, as North Catholic, the 5 seed in the coaches' poll just this past week, and Montour the 6. North Catholic beats the 6 Montour, and the defending 2A Whitfield champions 3-0 in straight sets in an impressive victory for this young team. And that will do it for our broadcast today from Barth and Graham Court in Cranberry Township on the campus of North Catholic High School. For myself, Alex Brown, for Ryan Berry, and for our phenomenal producer up top on the 1s and 2s, Patrick Sharp, we leave you with the score. North Catholic 3, Montour 0. Have a great rest of your night.